I'm Edwin Warfield, the publisher of Citybiz, and I'm honored today to interview Ford Doe, who is the regional manager of Houston and the Woodlands for Marcus and Millichap. Welcome, Ford.
Thanks, Edwin.
You joined Marcus and Millichap in 2014 as an associate specializing in multifamily investments. Can you provide an overview of your career at Marcus and Millichap and then the relocation in 2018 to the Dallas office?
Certainly. So like you said, I began my career with Marcus and Millichap in 2014 in the West Los Angeles office. There, I specialized in multifamily investment sales. I actually brokered multifamily transactions for about 4 years before transitioning into more of a managerial role. At that point in late 2017, I was approached about the idea of moving to our Dallas office. There, I worked with Tim Speck and helped building the Dallas office for about 6 to 7 months.
And so, since becoming sales manager in 2018, what have been some of the major milestones?
Certainly, yeah. So, working in the Dallas office, Dallas is one of our top offices as a firm. I learned quite a bit. Also was able to pair that with my time in West Los Angeles, another major office within the firm. Moving here to the Houston office, our Houston office has more than doubled over the last 4 years. And with that, our dollar per head in terms of commissions earned by some of our brokers here in our office has also doubled. So seeing that take place, that's probably the greatest accomplishment, frankly, is watching some of our brokers actually transform their lives. Additionally, we also acquired a firm, which is one of the premier capital markets teams here in Houston back in December of 2020. And watching that take place has been a tremendous addition, not only for our brokers, but frankly, more importantly, for our clients alike. We recently just expanded our office space, and we'll continue to grow as well.
And can you provide an overview of some of the recent transactions in Houston and the Woodlands?
Yeah, absolutely. So over the last year, just our office alone, we've closed over 200 investment sales transactions, and we've originated debt on over 130 different deals. Those 130 different deals are located in 10 different states, and we've used over 40 different lenders and nearly $1 billion worth of volume. And that's just on the capital markets debt side of things. You look at over the 200 investment sales deals that we've done, a couple of deals recently, we just closed a multi-tenant retail deal. It's a core urban infill deal where we had over 10 different offers. We were able to go under contract within the first couple of weeks of it actually hitting the market. We were able to navigate the deal without any retrades. And frankly, in today's market, that's an accomplishment in and of itself. We actually sold the deal to a local buyer who was in a 1031 exchange, and that enabled us to get that deal done fairly quickly. We just listed an Interloop self-storage facility. This is going to be a premier asset, just went on the market. Then we also have we actually have the top land broker in the entire firm located right here in Houston. So we've seen a huge uptick in land transactions as well.
And are there any multifamily deals that you want to highlight?
Yeah, I mean, just a couple that we've closed recently. Just last week, we closed Bella Springs Townhomes. This is right off of Blaylock and I-10. This is a value add 175 unit deal where we also originated the debt on the deal. We were able to get this deal done despite debt moving quite a bit over the last couple of weeks. We got around 5% debt on the deal and 70% loan to cost with 3 years of interest only on it. We've seen the debt market really move, so that's a critical component in being able to get deals done today. And leveraging our platform, which really incorporates our capital markets team, is critical in being able to do that. We also closed earlier this year a new build asset, Edge at Langham Creek, where we also did the debt on that. We were able to achieve an extremely low cap rate for our seller. And additionally, we had, like I mentioned, our capital markets team do the debt on that as well.
And so let's look beyond Houston and give us a sort of an overview of the Texas market in terms of the total volume closed, deals under contract, current deals listed. Yeah, give us an overview of the Texas market for Marcus and Millichap.
Sure. So we're very blessed to be in Texas. I will say that. I mean, we've seen billions of dollars worth of capital come into the state of Texas over the last 12 months. In fact, we've had over $7 billion worth of capital that has exited different markets across the United States and bought Marcus and Millichap listed deals here in the state of Texas. So I want to start with that we are very fortunate. That being said, we've closed over 1,000 transactions in the entire state over the last trailing 12 months. I mentioned earlier that over 200 of those have been here in Houston, which obviously comprises a large part of that. And like I mentioned, we had over 130 deals in which we originated the debt here in Houston. But looking outward, we've closed out nearly $10 billion worth of multifamily last year in 2021 here across the entire state of Texas. Currently, we have over 500 deals that are currently active and on the market here in Texas. Again, that's a testament to the attractive nature from a lot of our sellers actually realizing that there is such strong demand from out-of-state buyers looking to be able to buy some of those deals. We've got right now over 200-300 deals that are currently under contract as a state. So deals are still happening in the marketplace right now, despite a lot of the things that you are hearing. That's one of the things that makes us very fortunate, again, to be here in Texas.
So I was doing a little homework on social media and came across something else that you're involved in. Can you tell us about the Houston Idol?
Yeah. So Houston Idol is just something fun that we do. Look, I think that part of our business is it needs to be a work hard, play hard sort of environment. And one of the things that we did recently was Houston Idol. It's actually sort of a spinoff of American Idol, in which we had some of our agents that have been here 2-3 years actually present some of their listings to our entire office. So we packed our conference room full of about 50, 60 different brokers, and we actually had this group of 6 actually present a listing of their choice that they currently had on market to the entire group. One individual ended up winning. He won himself a TV, a nice dinner, and some what everyone that's young wants to have, which is cash. And he won some cash as well. So, but more than anything, I'll tell you, it was more for the bragging rights of the event. So we had 3 panelists who are some of our senior agents actually judge it. I played the role of Ryan Seacrest and moderated. So it was a fun deal. We do certain events like that every so often, and actually generated a lot of interest on some of those deals that they presented.
So is there any part of the Ford No story or Marcus and Millichap story that you haven't shared with me that you'd like to share with our audience?
Yeah, I mean, look, the cool part about what we do is our office itself has transformed. The Houston office within Marcus and Millichap was actually the 4th office that our firm opened. So our firm has been around for 50 plus years. And so when you think about that we were the 4th office that George Marcus, our founder, actually opened, we have a storied history here. However, I will say that over the last 4 years, we've really accelerated as an office. It's a tremendous amount of credit to the people that we have here in our office that they bought into the vision that we all share, which is to continue to grow. And look, I mean, there are plenty of opportunities for us to continue to tap into the market and to take further market share. Myself, I'm an extremely competitive person, so I certainly look to what Dallas has done, and there's certainly no reason why we can't replicate that here in Houston.
Well, Ford, I want to thank you for sharing your story, and it really does look like Marcus and Millichap is really on the rise in a number of markets. So we wish you the best of luck and keep us apprised of new deals as you move forward. Thank you.